Hello, hello, hello. I have been on the Peloton for 18 minutes. I'm gonna do another 12 minutes. I put this Peloton in my room because every time I look at it, it is a reminder that there's no excuses. And if you have a body, there's no excuses. Even if I didn't have this Peloton, I could still put something that reminds me that moving my body every day is important because it's something that's important to me, but sometimes we still neglect the stuff that we know we should be doing because we feel like we have all this time, but we don't. So if you have a body, which more than likely you do if you're watching this, then there's no excuse. You could get in your living room. You could get right in front of your bed, like I'm looking right in there's like a patch of carpet, right? There's enough room between the wall and my bed to do jump squats, jumping jacks, burpees, ab workouts. Let's see. Like the side skaters, anything that helps you basically break a sweat can be done, right? It can be done right here in your room. There's no excuse. So I had this Peloton sitting out in the living room, like tucked away in a corner where I kind of purposefully like put it out of the way to where it was like, I could just hang out in the living room comfortably. And then I just was like, this piece of equipment is supposed to be used. I keep saying that I want to do cardio 5 days a week. Something simple, 30 minutes, watch my favorite podcast, get on here with you guys, talk on the phone, listen to an audiobook. There's a lot of things I could do at the same time. Depending on how fast or not fast I want to go. I could even check emails. You could be on Instagram, just moving your legs like this. Whatever. If you want to have a lighter day and you could do that. If you want to have a heavier day and you really want to get it in, put your music on and zone out. But I really want to encourage people to not be so worked up and caught up in having to go to a gym, because that's how I was and still kind of am transitioning out of. I think because the energy from the gym just like it gives you just like a burst of like motivation. You see everybody, you see the people that you could tell that come here every day. You hear the weights slamming down on the ground. You see bodies that they're like, dang, I want to look like her. Dang, his abs are dope. Dang, that person is 70 years old and looks better than me. There's a lot of motivation. So I think the gym is fantastic. I love the gym. But you really don't need a gym to stay consistent. So if you want to do the gym 2 days a week and then 3 days at home, or 3 days a week at the gym, 2 days at home, and take off the pressure of like, I got to get to the gym. Because a lot of times what happens is, depending on your financial situation, it's like, do I want to spend the gas to drive there? Depending on how far it is. Am I going to be stuck in traffic? You know what? Maybe I'll skip tonight because I don't want to be stuck in traffic. It's getting darker later. What is it? I don't have the time on here and I'm on the phone right now with you guys, but it gets completely pitch black at 5:30 now. So you already are kind of like, kind of wanting to wind down. And then you kind of just like start getting in your own head. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, great. I'm just going to skip and do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes because you backed out on yourself the day before. You're more than likely going to back out on yourself today or, the next day when you say you're going to do it because you're comfortable giving yourself excuses to not do it. So what I want to really encourage you to do, my main point of just hopping on right now is it's not that serious to have to get in or to be able to get in a 20-minute workout that's going to have you burn a lot of calories, okay? It's going to make your heart strong. It's going to burn off whatever Christmas food you had, You're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel proud of yourself, and you're going to keep getting closer to the person that you want to see in the future. Just saw a comment. Hello, what up, San Diego? So yes, thanks for tapping in with me. So let me know what you think. You know, I think a lot of times we make it so difficult, and it's like we could have already just got the workout done with all that back and forth in our head on if we should do it or not. YouTube, I'm going to start making videos like this. But if you want to get tapped in with a really dope YouTube that has amazing free content with high intensity workouts, it's called Fitness Blender. Fitness Blender on YouTube. It's a man and a woman. I believe that they're married, and I've been following them for years. And they have every kind of workout. They have kickboxing, HIIT cardio, weight training. I think they even have yoga and Pilates. And it's great. And it's like they have it broken down by time. They have it broken down by calories. They have a time clock when you're supposed to breathe, and then when you're supposed to kick up the heart rate again. Meaning like when you're supposed to bring your heart rate down and go up. It's a great channel. So if you want a good go-to for working out at home, do that. If you're like, oh, well, there's people in the living room, go in the backyard, go in the front yard, go on the sidewalk right in front of your house, or your apartment. If you live in an apartment, like I live in an apartment building, and there's like different areas in the stairwells, and it's like there's like this huge open space, and there's a couple of the stairwells that people don't really use often. So during the pandemic, I actually worked out in those little stairwells because I just kind of wanted to be like, it was when we were like on lockdown and we had to like stay in the house. So I was like, okay, I need to just walk outside. So, I work out in the stairwells, get in a good 30-minute workout. And you can, depending on if you go hard with it, you could really burn 500 calories in 30. I would say maybe like 45 minutes doing HIIT cardio though. You have to be going hard with the jumping jacks, hard with the burpees, hard with the jump squats. So let's see. We're going to be doing videos. Yeah, I am. So I started going hard with this channel about 2 to 3 months ago. I've always had YouTube, but I was taking care of my grandmother who had dementia for 6 years, full time. I like pretty much put my life on hold, my career life on hold, or in just like hopes and dreams that I had, which I happily did that because I was able to help my grandmother transition, and I'm happy I was blessed to do that and be there for her. So she passed away this year, and I just promised myself and to her that I would go hard with things that I have passions on or about, and this is one of them: health, fitness, mindfulness, living a balanced life. So yes, I am going to start doing videos like that as well. Love for you guys to follow along, and a lot of them are going to be done at home because, again, like sometimes, and unless like you're going to like you're competing, like you are going to be part of some kind of, like those real bodybuilder shows, unless you're going to be doing that, like there's really no, and then you have to get to a gym because you need the equipment, and then you need your trainer, and it's like this whole thing. But if you're on that level, I mean, this is not even a video for you. You wouldn't even be on a video like this. But if you're like kind of struggling with like, you know what, I want to work out, but then I feel like I can't balance it, I am here to tell you, just go on YouTube, type in a free video, and do it. Even if you don't want to look at that, you're like, forget the videos. Jumpy jacks, jump squats, like hit some crunches, right? Like, remember in PE, like in high school, junior high, we weren't like in the weight room. I mean, I think there's like a weight training class like you could take as a senior or something, but we were just right there doing the crunches, the stretches, the jumping jacks, right there, just on the playground or, on the field. And then we would run around the field. I mean, we didn't have equipment. And then, of course, every single session had its own thing that we were focusing on. But you guys get my point. Like, if you, I don't even know if they have PE these days anymore. I have no idea. But you should think of it like that. Like we had PE all the way up until we were 18 years old, and then boom, we're an adult. All of a sudden, you just have to try to figure out like what to do. Well, it's not that serious. You could just continue what you did and just work out in your living room, work out in the front. So 6 years. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. In your 40s, find it so. Yeah, no, it is. It is very difficult. And that's why I'm here. You know, people don't know, but I'm going to be 37 in 2 months. I'll be 37. And I think that as you get older, you kind of feel like, okay, well, you know, like I'm just too busy, or I have to get up early. Or like we start coming up with more excuses not to do it rather than more excuses to do it. And then remembering how good we feel after we're done. So, and you also have to really remember your why. Like me actually getting on the bike right now had nothing to do with wanting to look good or wanting to impress anybody or do it for somebody else's, for other people to validate me. I got on the bike today because I promised my grandmother before she passed away, I'd be going hard. All my sacrifice for her, I was like, boom, if I could go hard for her, I can go hard for myself. As I head into my later 30s, 40s, and 50s, I want to look a certain way, so that way, or be a certain way, so that way, well, really, and look a certain way too, because I want to, aging healthy is good for your soul too, right? But I want to be able to run after my kids, you know, hopefully, I still feel that I'm going to have children, even though I'll be an older mom. So, you know, I could probably pop out 1 or 2, right? So I want to be able to run around after them still. I want to be able to go on vacations and be able to keep up. I want to be able to dance and have a lot of natural energy going through my body. I want to have, you know, a lot of vitality. Like there's a deeper reason why I actually want to be in shape. It's not to look, you actually look better as a byproduct of just being healthy or being active. Then you automatically, you know, your skin gets better, you start to shred down, you're getting rid of fat, you're getting rid of toxins. It's like, it's part of it, but it's not, I'm not like, oh my, I gotta get on the bike because I gotta look good. Like those days are over, especially after 35, you're like, I'd rather sleep, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to be 37 in February. So yeah. So, I mean, if it's never too late, you know, I'm not super old, I'm not super young. I consider myself very youthful, and I plan on staying this way. That's how I envision myself. I envision myself as a youthful person, no matter how many years I've been on the planet. That's what I always say. I never say 36 years old. I always say I've been on the planet for 36 years. That's what I usually say. So I think it like does something good for your mental too. Like you don't like give up on yourself just because you're aging. You like actually go harder. You're like, okay, cool, I have more wisdom. So I know that with this extra year that I've gained, I now know it's even more important to stay on top of my health and my fitness and my supplements and my vitamins and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like you should have the maturity to like take care of the shell that you're in as we age. So, so yeah, so that's my rant. I am going to go ahead and hop off. I have hit my 30-minute mark. Probably do more of these where I just hop on while I'm on the bike and go on rants, and whoever would like to listen and also chit chat with me on ideas on how to stay fit and healthy and what you want, if you need any advice or, you know, what you're doing, and you could help other people as well, with other people seeing your comment with what you do. So we're in this together. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Please like, subscribe, share. I really want to grow my channel. I'm really excited about really training and developing people to begin their fitness journey or gain confidence in beginning their fitness journey. So, all right, I will tap in with you guys soon. Yes, no problem. Tap in with me. I usually come on, usually daily. Usually it's in the morning. And I live in Los Angeles County. So, all right, tap in with you soon. Bye.